Thanks everyone for tuning into another one of my successful trading days. Today I managed to scalp $200 and hit my daily profit target. My bias going into the day was bullish on the Nasdaq and bearish on gold. After waking up at 6 a.m., I followed my routine by checking the charts and running through my daily checklist. I observed that the Nasdaq had shown strong bearish momentum during the Asian session. As the London and New York sessions overlapped, a range formed and eventually broke to the downside after a key support zone was broken. The overall trend on the 200 range chart was clearly bullish, so I patiently waited for a pullback. Once price reached a demand zone on the lower time frame, I entered using a limit order, knowing there was still significant downside pressure and I didn't want to risk getting caught in a strong price movement. My entry ended up being a few ticks late, which led to some initial drawdown, but I trusted my analysis and confluence. Given the volatility, I adjusted my expectations and aimed for a smaller move just to secure my profit target. I closed the trade after capturing a few ticks, locking in gains right before the market reversed. It wasn't a perfect execution, but it was a disciplined and profitable day. In trading, the difference between success and failure can come down to a single tick. One tick, you can get stopped out by it, or you can miss getting stopped out by that same tick and watch the trade go your way. Your confluence can be spot on, your analysis can be solid, but if your entry isn't clean, or worse, if you let emotion take the wheel, that trade becomes a risk not just to your capital, but to your mindset. That's why you don't close your trades early. You trust the plan, you trust your levels, you let the market play out, win or lose. Because cutting trades prematurely doesn't protect you, it trains you to fear the noise, not trust your edge. Trading isn't about being right every time. It's about executing with discipline. So stop trying to outthink the market by one tick. Let the trade breathe, let the edge play out. That's how you grow. Winning a trade feels good, but that's not where the work ends. In fact, that's when the real work begins. It's easy to celebrate the win and move on, but if you don't journal the trade, if you don't capture the why behind the win, you're missing a huge opportunity to grow. What was your confluence? What was your mental state? Did you stick to your rules, or did you get lucky? What did the market show you, and how did you respond? These aren't just notes, they're data. They're patterns. They're the foundation of a strategy that gets sharper over time. Journal every win like a student, not just a trader. Because the moment you stop learning from your success is the moment it stops repeating. Although the Nasdaq was my primary focus today, gold remains my favorite instrument to trade, despite its higher cost and the potential for larger losses. During my pre-market analysis, I identified strong bearish confluence across both the Asian and London sessions, which aligned well with my bias. I anticipated that gold would eventually need to correct, and this became more evident as the New York session opened. One thing I've truly learned through trading price action is the importance of trusting your confluence and giving trades enough room to breathe, especially with how volatile gold can be. That shift in mindset has made a significant impact on my trading consistency. I patiently waited for the bullish trend to exhaust and looked for a clear change in market structure that signaled the bears were taking control. Once I had confirmation of that shift, I entered the trade with confidence. At the time, I only needed $25 to reach my daily profit goal. I ended up just 50 cents short, which I quickly made up with one final micro trade, securing my target for the day. Yes, both Nasdaq and gold continued with strong price action that could have easily pushed me far past my profit goal. But I'm sticking to my rules and avoiding the temptation to overtrade or question my discipline. $200 a day, 5 trading days a week. That's $1,000 a week, which adds up to $4,000 a month. Consistency, patience, and discipline are what truly compound over time. Trading is a lot like baseball. The goal isn't to swing for the fences on every trade, it's to get on base, again and again. Those small wins, they add up, they build confidence, they protect your capital. You don't need to hit a home run to win the game, you just need to stay consistent. Show up, execute your plan, take the base hits when they come. Because over time, it's the disciplined, patient traders who come out on top. Remember, it's not about being flashy, it's about being effective. One base hit at a time. Patience is always tested in trading. Sometimes, a trade floats in drawdown, teasing your emotions, before finally breaking in your direction. You sit through the uncertainty, and 10 minutes later, it hits your target. That's the grind, that's the discipline. Other times, in fast, volatile conditions, your stop loss or take profit gets triggered in under 60 seconds. Blink, and it's done. Two completely different outcomes, same market, same system. That's why patience isn't optional, it's essential. You can't rush the process. You don't control the timing, only your execution. Trust the setup, manage the risk, and let the market do what it does. Because whether it takes 10 minutes or 10 seconds, your job is the same. Stay focused, stay patient, and stick to the plan. Now watch how this trade plays out. It stays stagnant for a few minutes, floating in drawdown, not really doing much, but I stayed patient. I knew the setup was valid. Eventually, it breaks in my direction. And here's the key move. I placed a second limit order to catch that initial push to the downside. Just enough to lock in that final pinch of profit and hit my daily goal. This is the process, one patient decision at a time. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this breakdown, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more of my trading analysis, live trade insights, and mindset tips. Stay patient, stay disciplined, and I'll see you in the next one.
Fire drill, the real thing.